This is 2023. We are having another elections. 5 years from 2018. ZANU PF promised people, and they have what they call ZANU PF promises to the people. They said that in the next 5 years, their priority areas of focus will be peace and security, freedom and democracy, economic and public sector reforms, to lay a firm foundation for consistent, rapid economic growth, domestic and foreign investment attraction. But do we have peace and security? There is no peace and security in Zimbabwe. Why? Job Sikala is in prison. Mo Blessing Ali was murdered in cold blood. A lot of opposition activists are being hunted like mice. ZANU students being victimized. All sorts of things happening, which shows that there is no peace, there is no security. People are being intimidated through fires. People are being told, ZANU PF, you will be murdered, you will be killed, you will be beaten. There is no security of the people. There is no peace in such an environment because elections are guaranteed by the Constitution. So if somebody threatens others, it shows that there is no peace. There is no freedom. There is no democracy because we have seen them passing laws which are going to prevent people from exercising their freedom and their democratic rights. It's ZANU PF doing that. So if you take a look on the creation of jobs, they said that they will create more than 2 million jobs. Did they create any jobs? No. People are actually being retrenched because companies are failing, because businesses are failing, companies are closing. Retrenchment is the order of the day. They talked about mainstreaming of the youth and women in all economic sectors. We are part of the youth. We have several women around us. Are they being prioritized in the mainstream economic activities? No. Only ZANU PF children, ZANU PF close people are benefiting from the mainstream economic activities. Ukanzwa migodi yavhurwa ndiye vapfana veZANU PF. Ukanzwa chakati chaitwa ndicho vapfana veZANU PF. Corruption is the order of the day. They speak about macroeconomic and financial sector stability, but the rate is running away as if something is behind it. When they got into power, rate was 1:1. Right now, rate is 1:5,000 officially and 1:12,000 plus on the black market. They talk about financial inclusion. Are we financially included? When you walk into the banking sector and you can't access money, you can't send United States dollars to other countries, you can't send rands to South Africa, you can't send pullers to Botswana, you can't send kwachas to Zambia. Zimbabwean dollar is excluded in the world market, even in SADC. Even in Zimbabwe, they're trying by all means these ZANU PF people to exclude the Zimbabwean dollar. So they will talk about consolidating land ownership and security, but are we having title deeds? No. Rural people, they continue to live without title, they continue to lose their land because unonzwa kuti ike zvinezvi vari kuda kurimwa sora chatichawana hapana. Value addition and beneficiation. Our gold is going out without value addition, without beneficiation. Our raw minerals. They say that we are banning the export of certain minerals, but they are being smuggled, those minerals, out of Zimbabwe. Where is that? Where are the exports? How are we generating foreign currency? Because for us to have exports, we must prioritize the domestic direct investment. But there is no promotion of domestic direct investment. Registering a company is still a difficult issue, a difficult task. In other countries, you just need $10 to register a company. In Zimbabwe, you need $100 plus to register a PBC, and $150 plus to register a private limited company. And it's very, very difficult for the people of Zimbabwe to comply with tax because of bureaucracy at Zimra. How would the country be able to generate money? How would the country be able to have money? So cash shortages are there. Infrastructure development is poor. There is no industrialization. Internal trade is poor. Tourism, we can't afford tourism. Zimbabweans can't afford to go to Victoria Falls, to go to Great Zimbabwe. The issue of transport and communications, we are facing torrid times. We see Mushikashika running around. Mushikashika is now controlling everything. No public buses, no public transport, no trains whatsoever. Communication, if you go to rural areas, there is no network. How can we communicate? Other people are doing business online. People in rural areas, even if they produce, they can't do business online because they can't access Facebook, they can't access WhatsApp effectively, they can't access Twitter effectively. So they talk about human capital development, but there is no human capital development. The health delivery system is dead. Cancer machines are dead. People with albinism, they are dying of cancer each and every day. People with cancer are dying of cancer each and every day. So the issue of housing, are we having the issue of housing as a priority? No. Go to the urban areas. Who is being prioritized on the issue of housing? We have a waiting list. People have been on the waiting list for the past 10 years. How can somebody be on the waiting list for 10 years? So, international and regional cooperation, it requires ZANU PF to start understanding that they have to follow, they have to toe the international laws. But they are violating international laws at will. They are calling other people who associate with other international bodies. They call them terrorists, they call them detractors, they call them Watenges. There is no unity in Zimbabwe. So we are saying, if ZANU PF failed the 2018 manifesto, why should we give them another mandate? Let us vote ZANU PF out. Let us make sure that we prioritize change, we prioritize our future as the people of Zimbabwe. We have suffered enough. We have nothing. They have everything. They are stashing wealth out of Zimbabwe. Why? It's because they don't care about Zimbabwe. They see Zimbabwe as just a field. Kwavano rima, but vachivane kumwe kwavano gara. Let us prioritize building Zimbabwe, and by voting no on Chamisa.